the thing of what you said is that when you were laid off, Saran, you made a pivot and you made a determination that this will not happen again. And so you learned, you're not just talking about theory, you're something you learned from lived experience, which is really, really important. So really quick, I'm gonna go to the next segment. The rapid round question was, if you all can say one thing, what's the one money habit people should start now? So we'll start with Dr. Carolyn, and then Dr. Wendy, and then Saran. You kind of said yours, but what is the one money habit? And write this down that you should start right now.
I think people need to understand what their inflow and their outflow of money is, tracking their money and
Yes.
keeping a budget. I think a lot of women or people just don't understand. They know how much money they make. They don't know what the outflow is. So you have to track it. And there are many techniques and apps that they can use, but they need to understand what they own and what they owe. You can't get to your net wealth if you don't know how much money you're spending.
Yeah, that is good. There are some apps. I think Mint is one. We should have had them as a sponsor. And there's some other apps as well. I can't think of the other one, but I know Mint
Rocket Money is one, and Monarch is another good one.
Monarch
that
is
it will track all of your credit cards, all of your inflows and outflows, even your investment accounts can be linked. And it'll give you up to the moment expenditure. Transaction comes through, it'll ask, what is this? For you to have to categorize it and name it.
I think, yeah. Okay. So for those of you all who aren't money people like Valise or Mike, who work with money all the time, those apps are gold. Okay. Monarch, Mint, and the other one that you said.
Rocket Money, Nerd Wallet. There are quite a few out there.
There's quite a few. So please, she said, that's where you need to start. Know what's coming in and what's going out. Okay. What is your one money habit, Dr. Wendy?
Well, mine is knowing spending. I give my clients a spending challenge because that's where you find the money to pay for things you think you can't afford. I had one client did the spending challenge, and at the end of the 30 days, he said, Dr. Wendy, I spent $600 eating out. And, he's a businessman. So I said, okay, where'd you take some clients out or what? He said, no, it's me and my wife and sometimes the grandkids. And it wasn't that he couldn't afford it, but it was an aha moment for him to say, wow, $600, I could have paid on a debt. I could have invested. I could have paid a bill or something. And so many people just disregard the spending, especially now when everything's so digital and it's a cashless society. You tap that card and you don't track it, but you got to know not what your expenses or income. You got to know those too, but the spending, you'll be surprised at how much you actually spend on that coffee every day, eating out at lunch and things like that. So I would say just be disciplined in your spending.
That's good. That's really, really good. Please. And those automatic withdrawals, please look at those as well. Look at them all the time because you never know. Someone told me that they paid for something that they didn't even know they were paying for 3 years. And it was, of course, the company's not going to call you and say, hey, you're not using this. You need to quit buying it. So Saran, we're good with you. So I'm going to move on to segment 2. And I want to go to, we were talking about habits and being consistent. We're going to talk with Michael Wynn, Dexter, and Valise.